Helmuth, an 11-year-old boy, was lying on his bed when he overheard his parents discussing something very serious. And what he overheard was his father was telling the mother, his father was a great physician, that the time probably had come when the Germans would be actually tortured the way they had done to the Nazis, and whether he should kill his entire family or shoot himself. Now this was very, very frightening for the child. Next few days, the family went out to the woods, sang old songs, seemed very happy, but then came the news that the father had shot himself in his office. The boy saw that the uniform of the father, with all the blood on it, was actually burnt in the house itself. This left the child traumatized, and he refused to eat at home for the next 4 years because he feared that his mother would actually poison him in the food. Well, this is a story of one of the friend of Nazis or the friend of Hitler. And this was their fate after the end of the Second World War. When Hitler committed suicide after the Second World War, all his friends, nobles, officers realized that now they would be tortured, humiliated, or probably killed by the opponents. And this is the story of one of the homes where the fear had penetrated. Well, the Second World War, when it ended, Germany had something very, very serious to hear, and that was that Germany had to surrender to the Allies, and that was the end of the Second World War, and that was when Hitler had committed suicide. Even an international military tribunal had been formed at Nuremberg, which was to decide that what should be done against those Germans who had ill-treated the Nazis and other human race. So, all the crimes which they had done against the humanity, now the time had come to actually take revenge from them. Well, the inhuman acts which the Germans had committed on the human race were very, very severe. They had been genocidal war, that is, the Jews, the Polish, the Gypsies, all of them had been killed in large number, and that too they had been given a torturous end. Sometimes they were gassed in huge concentration camps, and that was like, why should we waste bullets on these animals? We can actually kill them by gassing them. By mere passing of a gas, thousands of them can be killed. Those were the inhuman acts of the Germans against the Jews, the Polish, and the Gypsies, and also some of the Germans whom they considered as not fit. Germany had actually lost this world war against the Allies. What I am talking about is the end of the Second World War here, but why did this situation arise? Why did this happen? Why did Hitler come to power? Why did the people of Germany feel the need of actually creating such atrocities on various sections of the society and of various countries of the world? Why did they become so revengeful? What was it? That has to be answered. And if all that has to be answered, we need to go back to the pages of history, and we need to understand what happened in Germany. So, let us start with the story.